Welcome everyone to my channel Taj Edge online classes. In the series of statistics for business section 1 for first semester BBA, Bengaluru City University, I have started with Unit 2, Data Collection, Organization and Visualization. In my previous videos, I have already covered the syllabus and data versus information in my video 1. About data in a business environment in video 2, the concept of collection of data along with the techniques of data collection, that is census and sampling techniques, are covered in video 3. The classification of data along with the methods of classification and need and importance of classification is covered in video 4. The video 5 consists of the meaning of tabulation of data and the parts of a table, which is most important. And the video 6 consists of diagrammatic presentation of the collected data and the types of diagrams. And now in this video I'll be discussing on the types of bar diagram, the meaning of the bar diagram and the various types of bar diagram. Also I'll be discussing on the pie chart. Okay, because in the syllabus they have mentioned the various types of bar diagrams, also they mentioned the pie chart. What is the meaning of bar diagram? As you already know, in my previous video I have explained it. The bar diagram is chart that uses bars, is rectangles. Okay, here what you are seeing in this image, the image is taken from a website geeksforgeeks.org. That's an educational website. This video is made just for an educational purpose. Source of this are geeksforgeeks.org. The bar graph here, which is visible, you can see it consists of rectangles, okay, which represents numerical data. The length or the height, this is the length or the height of the bar, shows the value of the data. Okay, the more lengthier the graph, that one particular rectangle bar is, it shows the value is highest. Bar can be vertical or horizontal. This chart which is visible now is a vertical one. This is a vertical one. It can be horizontal one also. Horizontal means if we draw the same lines like this, chart being like this, okay, like this can be the bars, okay, then it becomes a horizontal. The bar diagram can be horizontal or vertical. All bars are of equal width. Width here means this one, and are spaced evenly. This spaced one after one. So this is the meaning of bar diagram. Let's say we have some example here. Simple bar diagram. Again, all the images to explain you the concept of bar diagram I have taken from the same website geeksforgeeks.org. If you want to learn more about these concepts, you can go to the website and learn. Let me come back to the concept. Simple bar diagram. What is this simple bar diagrams are? The simple bar diagram shows only one variable for each item or category. Only one variable. For example, here the following table shows, this table which you are seeing here shows the percentage of monthly salary saved by each employee in a 100-person company. Okay, let's assume there is a company X. There is a company X. In that company there are 100 people working. How many people working? 100 people working in that company. Out of those 100 people, 20 people are saving 50% of their monthly salary. 20 people are saving 15% of their monthly salary. 45 people are saving 25% of their monthly salary. And 25 people are saving 35% of their monthly salary. 10 people are saving nearly 45% of their monthly salary. So out of 100 employees, this is how their saving pattern is. So can we present it in a proper bar diagram? Yes, you can see it here. This is a vertical bar diagram, vertical, whereas this is a horizontal bar diagram, horizontal. You can see here the numbers, the number of employees, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, maximum number you can see here is 45. So the maximum number we have taken here is 50. The minimum number is 10 here. The minimum taken is 10. Like that we can draw it. Later, how many employees are saving 50%? This is percentage. Savings in percentage: 15%, 25%, 35%, 45%. So how many employees are saving? 20 employees are saving 15% of their salary. Okay. Next, 45 employees are saying, 45% of employees are saving 25% of their salary. Same thing, 25 employees are saving 35% of their salary. 10 employees are saving 45% of their salary. When the data is presented like this is vertical bar diagram. The same data is presented like this now. Okay, this is a horizontal bar diagram. A simple bar diagram. In the classroom also we will be solving some problem, or in your class also your teacher will be solving problems on this. Then you will learn simple bar diagram. Okay, coming back, starting with the multiple bar diagrams, understanding it. So now simple is with one criteria, one variable only, whereas multiple bar diagram is about 2 or more variables, side by side comparison. Okay, let's take an example here. How 2 or more variables side by side comparison. A company manufactures 3 varieties of soap. Okay, there is a company and the company manufactures 3 types of soap. Soap 1, soap 2, soap 3. They represent the following information showing the quarterly sales, that is quarterly means 3 months sales. Okay, using multiple bar diagram. Now how can we represent it? 3 months sales: April month, May month, June month. The heading here, the quarterly sales. We do have sub column here, soap 1, soap 2, soap 3. Now in the month of April, soap 1 is 150 units are sold, soap 2 210 units are sold, soap 3 315 units are sold. So that is what the comparison here is: April, May, June. This is about the number. You can see which is the minimum number here. 150 is a minimum number, so here it has been started with 100. You can take 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, like that also. Okay, it is as per your understanding level. Okay, let's say I will put it here: 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600. Right. So now soap 1 in the month of April it is 150. This is okay. Next, soap 2 in the month of April it is 210. After 200, between 2, after that is 210, somewhere here, right? Next, soap 3, 315, that is between 300 to 350, somewhere here. So this is 3 bar charts, okay, drawn side by side for a better comparison for the month of April. Now if I ask you a question, which soap has been sold more in the month of April, you can easily say it that the soap 3 with the 315 units of sales, right? That is in a top one. In the month of May, see, soap 1 is 250, it is marked here. Soap 2 is 350, soap 3 is 440. Again we are seeing that soap 3 is performing well. And in the month of June, soap 1 320, soap 2 430, and soap 3 550. Again we are seeing that soap 3 is performing well, okay. But also we are seeing that April, May, June, if we compare only sales, soap 1 was 150 in April, in May it was 250, in June it is 320. Sales of soap 1 is also increasing, the sales of soap 2 is also increasing, but monthly. So the sales of soap C is also increasing. It means that the company's sales are increasing monthly, right? So it is possible for us to compare varieties of products, different variables, more variables, and compare it properly side by side. That is the use of multiple bar diagram. This is multiple bar diagram. I hope that you have understood the multiple bar diagram now. Let's go with subdivided bar diagram. What is this subdivision? Subdivision is dividing the same thing into different parts. Okay. A single bar is divided into parts to show components. One thing. Let's take an example so that you can easily understand here. Example of a subdivided bar graph. Represent the following information using a subdivided bar diagram showing the quarterly sales of 3 varieties of soap manufactured. Here you can see there is a company which has sold different types of soaps, right, which you already know it. But instead of me going with this multiple bar diagram, 3 diagrams, okay, if I want to see which soap has been sold well in the month of April, I can go with this. But if I just want to compare the sales, overall sales of the month of April, May and June of all the soaps, then I can go with subdivided bar. How I can get it? See, in the month of April, I can add it. 150 plus 210 plus 315 is 675. Out of, I can draw one 675 bar diagram, out of which 150, this one, 150 is soap 1, 210 is soap 2, and the 315 is soap 3. And in the month of May, again adding up 250 plus 350 plus 440. This one 250 is soap 1, 350 is soap 2, and 440 is soap 3. The total is 1040. In the month of June, the sales of soap 1 is 320, the sales of soap 2 is 430, and the sales of soap 3 is 550. The total is 1300. Now, can we easily see in which month the sales of the soaps were high? All the soaps. We can define it that in the month of June, the soaps of the sales of all the 3 soaps were high with sales of 1300 units. We can also understand here that the sales are increasing each month, right? So this is what we call it as a subdivided bar diagram. Next, percentage bar diagram. So with the diagram, you can easily understand that percentage is, instead of showing the number, you can show it in the terms of percentage. Each bar shows 100% but is divided into parts based on the percentage. Let's take an example here. Example of percentage bar graph. The table below displays the number of newspapers sold out by the company out of the total printed newspaper from 2016 to 2021. Let's take one newspaper, any one news company. In the year 2016, the sales was 120 out of 150. Okay, out of 150, the sales of newspaper was 120. Next, in the year 2017 was 80, in 2018 it was 90, and in 2019 it was 42, in 2020 it was 72, and in 21 it is, because of COVID, it has reduced. Later again it has come up. Okay, so how can we calculate the percentage? We should know the base number here. Base number is 150. So 120 divided by 150 into 100 is 80%. Okay, 80% of newspapers were sold. Okay, let's say 150 newspapers were printed, out of which 120 were sold, means it is 80%. Out of 150 printed, 80s were sold, means it is 56%. Out of 150, 90s were sold, means it is 60%. Out of 150 printed newspapers, 45 were sold, means it is 30%. And out of 150, 72 were sold, means it is 48%. Out of the same 150, 60 were sold, means it is 40%. So now we do have the percentage of sold newspaper. Now based on the percentage, we can draft a bar diagram. Same thing, each year 2016 80%, 2017 56%, 2018 60%, 2019 30%, 2020 48%, 2021 40%. So this is how the percentage bar diagram is drawn. So here, instead of using the numbers directly, we are converting that number into the percentage, and we are drawing the percentage bar diagram. Okay, this is the percentage bar diagram. After that, last but not the least, we do have pie chart. Pie chart is considered as a two-dimensional diagram, whereas bar diagrams are considered as a one-dimensional diagrams. Here, pie chart, as you already know that pie chart is, pie means a kind of circle, okay, and it is being segregated into different aspects. That is what we call it as a pie chart. Example, draw a pie chart to reflect the following expenditure for an ordinary working class family. The expenditure, the items has been given in the question. Okay, I have not taken the question, I have directly taken the solution so that we can fit everything into a one slide only. Let's say this is the question, only this is the question. This is later the solution, calculation is. First the question is, food is, let's say there is a family, your family, your ordinary working class family. The out of the total earnings, you are spending 45% on food, 15% on clothing, 25% on education, 10% on electricity, and 5% on other miscellaneous other expenses, the 100%. Okay, so now you need to draw pie chart. You can draw it with 45%, 15%, 25%, 10%, 5%. If it is a bar diagram, you can easily do that, right? If it is a bar diagram, you can draw like this. You can write the percentage here, and you can write food, clothing, education like this here, and draw the bar diagram easily. But when it comes to pie chart, you need to understand the concept of circle. Circle consists of 360 degree. How much? 360 degree, and that 360 degree is considered as 100%. The whole circle is considered as 360 degree, and that 360 is considered as 100%. If 360 is 100%, then what is the 1%? That is 360 is divided by 100 is equal to 3.6 degree is considered as 1%. 3.6 degree is considered as 1%. So to draw the pie diagram, you need to have what? Compass and protractor scale. So in protractor, first we need to draw one line. Okay. After that, let's say let me draw one circle. In that, in the middle of the circle, I need to point and put a line here. Okay, joining that point. Now, with the help of protractor, this circle is drawn with the help of compass. The line I have drawn with the help of scale. Now I need to take a protractor. I need to keep a protractor here and see 162 degree. How did I got 162 degree? That is 45% into 3.6 that we have got. I need to see that is 162 degree. If I keep a protractor here, I may get it somewhere here, that is 162 degree, because here it is 190, correct? Here it is 180, so it may fall somewhere here, not here. Okay, is it? I hope that you have learnt it in school days. I don't need to struggle a lot here to explain it. How does it work? Okay. Sure that you know how to use a protector or something. Even your class teach you in the classroom, but you should be knowing that how to use. Okay. So first draw a circle, point it in the middle. Later use a scale and draw a line. After that, based on the proportions which we have calculated, how we are calculating the proportions? 45 degree percentage into 3.6 degree is equal to 162 degree. Later for clothing, it is 15% into 3.6, it is 4 degree. Later for education, it is 25% into 3.6 degree, that is 90 degree. Later 10% into 3.6, that is 36 degree. Later at the end 5% into 3.6 is 18 degree. The total it is 360 degree. Hey, if you are not getting 360, that means you have done some mistake. Okay, first we need to put a line joining us this one to the midpoint. After that, we need to use the protector to draw, like I can see here. Let's say from here, it is, there's a line here. This line first we need to draw, keep a protector, and see it is 162 degree here. 162 degree. Once it is done, again we need to keep a protector here, this side, and see 54 degree. 54 degree. Then that is 15% clothing. We need to join that line. Later again we need to keep a protector and see the 90 degree. 90 degree. Once we get 90 degree, that point it becomes education 25%. Again we need to keep a protector on this line and see to that we get a 36 degree, which is required. Okay, this is 36 degree. We got it, that is electricity. After that, whatever is left, that is 18%, 18 degree, that is miscellaneous. Okay, so this is how we draw the pie chart. You do it by your own using a protector, compass, and the pen, pencil, scale, and everything on your own. will learn. Okay, it's about the pie chart. In the next video, I'll be discussing on the question bank. Okay.